Aaron, second game, second defeat, and a really not a good night here at Albury Park. What's your initial assessment of that?
I just want to apologise to the 300 people that paid to come and watch a decent game of football, and they didn't get that. Obviously they've seen 6 goals from Saints today, but we didn't show up, we didn't fight for anything, we didn't win any first battles, didn't win any second balls. It wasn't good enough, and we know that, the players know that again, and it's disappointing is an understatement, shall I say, but my biggest thing is that there's people here that have paid money to come and watch these players perform, and they've come through the gate and the players haven't performed for those people that have come here to watch and paid good money to watch them as well.
Saints did get a sort of an early goal between 10-15 minutes. Do you think that kind of killed the mood for the team?
No, I don't think that one was. I think we're still in the game at that point and we're doing well. We put some good crosses into their box. They were finding pockets where we weren't tracking players. And if you don't track a player, in this league, any team, let alone Southampton, if you don't track a player and she can play a good through ball to someone else that's not been tracked on her run, I know she's going to finish it with a one-on-one, which was a good finish. But all credit to Saints. They came here, they worked really hard. I'd love to say that we would have given them a better battle. That would have been amazing, but it wasn't to be. They did their job. They're ruthless. We know they're ruthless from their previous scores. And they did well. I think Shannon Sivrite, for me, was their player of the game in the middle. She bossed the middle. And that's disappointing because I think that's where we're strongest. We have 3-4 of the best footballers in this league playing in our centre midfield, but it just didn't happen today for whatever reason. And that's not just them, it was everyone. But yes, full credit to Saints. They did really well, so congratulations to Saints and Marianne.
Of course, we know the sort of setup that the other Southampton have with working closely with the men's sides. They've got Staplewood. Their training is unbelievable. Do you think that has played a part here tonight? The fact that if you look at the fitness levels of those players when it's still at 90 minutes and they're still running at full pelt, whereas your players are flagging a little.
Honestly, no. I mean, we train twice a week. They train, I think, three times a week. But at 10 minutes in, you're not tracking a player running and you're letting another one turn. That's not fitness, that's mentality. And that's where we went wrong today, was mentality and bravery. And we just weren't playing clever. Building the attack from the back was poor for us. That's normally one of our strengths. And finishing, some of the crosses that Gilly was putting in first half, really good. But after that, we just didn't really cause any problems. Their goalkeepers come off with a clean kit, which is something you don't want to see as an opposing manager. But yeah, I think when we went down to 10 because of the injury to Lucy, we went down to 10. That's when the difference was that Saints are going to be fitter, quicker than us. We know that because they're international players. Like I said, they train 3 times a week. They've got a massive S&C team behind them. But the last 15-20 minutes was horrendous because we're down to 10 players and they are really fit. And I think that's the only difference. But I'm not having that as an excuse. Definitely not, and especially not in that first half. We should be matching them player for player.
Half time, 4-0 down. You've just lost your captain as well, Lauren Cheshire. She's gone off injured. What was the message going through to the players? Because it's not unheard of teams to come back from 4-0 down.
Yeah, it came at a bad time. We're 2-0 down. We've then conceded an awful goal, and then Cheshire's done whatever she's done with her ankle in the corner, and then we've given away a cheap corner and not marked in the middle, and she's got a tap in, and that's all happened in 2 minutes or 2 and 3 minutes, and you just think that's just before half time. We go in at half time and the message was quite simple, was wake up and be better. We worked on this. We knew how Saints were going to play. We, the team that we guessed, we were 99% right on the team that we guessed. We knew how they were going to play. We knew how we were going to combat it, and we just didn't do it. And as staff, again, we're sitting here thinking, what could we have done better to change this game for us? But it was certainly tough, and there's not much that I can think of that I'd do any different to start this game, which is disappointing, especially to come in at 4-0 down.
And just on a final note, we mentioned there Lauren Cheshire went off injured. We know it's quite serious. Is there any update at the moment?
No, not at all. She's at hospital at the minute. We've got people with her. I'll give her a ring in a minute and ask how she's doing, and get an update. But yeah, I think that's another thing, isn't it? It's a serious injury. It's in the girls' heads that, their captain and their mate is down injured, and and I love Cheshire a bit. She's one of my best friends, and it's hard to see her in pain. So for me to say that is hard, but them to try and carry on playing the rest of the game, knowing that. So we give them the benefit of doubt on that. But Cheshire will be back, stronger than ever. Hopefully it's not too serious, but we won't know till later on today. Obviously, then with Exeter coming up on Sunday, she's not going to be able to play Exeter, that's for sure.
Of course, you just mentioned there Exeter. You haven't got many days now to be sitting around licking your wounds. Any thoughts at the moment of how you're going to turn things around?
We were just talking about it in there. We've got options. Let's just see. It's hard, isn't it? I don't like losing, and with being at Chichester and here before, I don't lose many games, and to lose 2 in a row for me hurts, and to lose 2 in a row not battling both teams and just giving up and rolling over hurts even more. And the players just, I don't know how we're going to combat it and how we're going to pick ourselves up again. We've done it after Buckland came here. Everything was amazing. The build-up was great. The training this week was really good. But we need to go into this game now, Exeter, like we're played 2, lost 2. That's unheard of for this club, any division, let alone this division. So we'll just see what happens. It's a long week ahead. We'll come together as a team of staff, and let's see what happens. Hopefully go to Exeter and get a result.